Welcome to Cooking with Mike. Today I have another very special guest, my Aunt Cathy. And what are we making?
We just made Puppy Chow.
And then, so, do you remember where you started this, how this first came about?
Well, I remember that my Aunt Marg had the recipe, and she was laughing about it because she said it was called Puppy Chow. And this had to have been 35 years ago, maybe even more, maybe even 40 years ago. And it was called Puppy Chow, and she was laughing because you shake it in a bag. And she'd never heard of such a thing. And so she just kept laughing and laughing and laughing. And so then I made it, and all the kids just loved it. And so then I've just been kind of making it ever since. So yeah, that's where it really came about. And now they call it Muddy Buddies. I don't know, but a lot of people call it Puppy Chow and Muddy Buddies, so there must have been some recipe floating way back when that was called Puppy Chow. And then Muddy Buddies is what Rice Chex, whatever that cereal is, calls it.
Yeah, they do Muddy Buddies, so maybe that's it. So this is for our family. This is at all of our family parties, which I said before, but for the top of it, this is at all of our family parties, and then she makes enough so that we all get to take some home, and so it's a nice dessert treat for us after with all of our other leftovers from food. So to do this is, and you've switched it up. There's been a lot of controversy because you made it vegan once, and that was very, even the vegans weren't interested in it. It didn't work as well. So there's certain things, but as I think we all appreciate you trying that.
Yes.
Because that's the other thing. You're very, for my vegetarian, for Rachel, you're very nice about making sure we all have more than enough food to eat. So we appreciate you doing that.
Well, and you have to try things because you don't know how it's going to go. And you can, like the one time I tried it with the margarine. I was trying to save calories. No, never again. And all I use for baking now is butter. I've learned that many moons ago. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Just go with what works.
Yes, go with what works. And it's obviously not a low-calorie dish. There's other ways you can skimp on calories. This is not one of them.
This is dessert intentionally.
Right.
Enjoy it as dessert. Just only have a smaller portion versus the whole container. That's my problem, not a baking problem.
It's tricky when you have it open and then you just want to I'll just take one. I'll just pick one.
Yeah.
I'll have to do a super cut of how many I ate while we were getting ready. And then can you just do a quick, so it's Chex
Mix, 12 ounces of rice Chex, corn Chex, whichever Chex. And then it was a stick and a half of butter, 12 ounce of semi-sweet chocolate, about a cup and a half of peanut butter, and once that's all melted together, I took it off the heat and put probably at least 2 tablespoons of vanilla in it.
No, that's right, vanilla.
And then we let it sit on the parchment paper, get a little bit cooled, and then we coated it in the powdered sugar, and this was a 2-pound bag.
This is what's left, so it's probably about a cup or so is left, so maybe we used about 1.5 pounds or something. And which is more for presentation. We did that because it was coated to begin with, but she likes to make sure that it's fully coated. And then worst case, it's just physics, it can only coat so much and it's just going to be at the bottom.
Right.
And it works. And then what I told her before we started is that I had so much powdered sugar from another batch, I threw in some golden grams, or the Aldi, whatever they're called, and it coated that, and it was also another. That has enough sugar as it is on it, but then we doubled it up. So
can we use the powdered sugar?
Yeah, so it's
no waste.
Yeah, so it's very reusable. So, so this is the recipe. Thanks.
Hope you like it.
I do. I'll take one more before
If you get your energy, the little ball.
we jump in.
Okay.
We literally just jump in, so you can tell me about your...
Okay, when should I start?
No.
Okay, hi. Okay, so today we're going to make Puppy Chow, and I like to start with the recipe. Here's the recipe on the back, and then I'll show you how I do it, and it's a little different, but get the same results. So I just use the rice Chex. People say corn Chex. to me.
Personal flavor.
Yeah. And tell me whatever the story is.
Yeah.
Now, and this box is 12 ounces. First I'm going to pour it in my big bowl. And then we're just going to let that sit.
Do you normally, when you do party batches, is it 2 boxes usually?
I make a lot of batches, but I'll make them all separate.
Oh, you do them
individually.
individually.
Because if you put too much, it gets really hard to stir.
Oh, yeah.
And this pan gets really too much stuff in there. It's all a personal preference, but for me, I find it easier just to do one.
That makes sense.
So when I start, they say 1 stick of butter. I overdo the peanut butter, so I do a stick and a half.
Okay.
So I'll put a stick and a half, and this pan has just been my favorite pan forever.
I get it. We kind of have our favorite, like whatever we use.
It is. And this pan just works perfectly. So we're gonna put a stick and a half in there.
Do I start this?
You can start it. And again, this recipe you will not mess up. You will not mess up. You always use butter. I used margarine once and I did mess it up. That was the total fail. Big fail. Don't do that. Okay, so we have that in there. I'm using Skippy again.
You haven't noticed the difference.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
And creamy, not crunchy. So you're supposed to use like a cup. I like about a cup and a half. And again, I should have shown my spoon. I just kind of do a big, couple big chunks. And personal preference, you're not going to mess this up. You really won't.
Yeah.
But I like a lot of peanut butter, and seems to be everyone does. So the peanut butter's going to kind of stick to it. Don't worry about it. To the spoon.
Have you ever crunchied?
No. I was actually thinking about that the other day when I was buying the peanut butter. And I wonder what crunchy would taste like. And then I just have 12 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate.
So 12, match your 12 ounces of that.
There you go.
12 cup, what do we say? Stick and a half, so is that a cup of butter?
Stick and a half of butter.
No, a full stick is a half cup, so it's about 3/4 stick of butter.
Okay.
3/4 stick of butter, 12 ounce cereal, 12
Wait, a
ounce.
stick and a half of butter. Not 3/4 stick of butter. A stick and a
Well,
half.
but it's 3/4 of a cup.
A cup. I'm sorry.
That's
Yes.
okay.
Okay, here. I need my book. I usually use my scissors.
No, it's fine. I got scissors.
So this is all starting to melt, and your peanut butter is going to melt. And this will come together quickly, which is why we wanted to get our cereal ready, so that I know that that's ready to be poured in.
Do we let this? No.
No, let's pour it all in. So now all you're going to do is stir this all together until it melts. And I have used before butterscotch chips. There's a lot of variations. I think you just have to stick with the old
Yeah, the tried and true.
Yeah, nobody really likes butterscotch. So I stopped making it, obviously. But I don't know if you could see that. It's coming all together.
This should be able to see.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. So it's all just coming together, and you're just stirring it and melting that butter.
And so this is low, right? We're not going fast.
You don't want to go
just
too
wanna,
high. Because even though there's butter in here, you don't want to burn the whole.
Right. And it could quickly
pan.
go from chill to burnt.
Awful.
And you probably continually stir, right? You don't just...
Yes, I do continually stir. And then the next thing we're going to add, but I'm just going to show it now, is vanilla. And one thing I always do is pure vanilla. I don't know.
I don't know if I've shown this before, but we...
What do you have? Good one?
Yeah. No, Catherine, she started this.
Oh my gosh.
So we have the beans.
Oh, that is so cool.
Let's get them too.
Oh my gosh,
So it's
that's
just-
amazing.
This is just vodka and straight vanilla bean stalks. And so when vodka gets low, we just refill it.
And how long does that last then?
But we've had this for a while.
And can you use it now?
Yeah,
Oh
I keep
my
using it. I just
gosh.
used it last week.
Oh, I have got to make some of that. Because vanilla is, as anyone knows, is very, very expensive.
Yes,
Especially
well-
the pure stuff.
Yeah, and the beans are, they're not cheap either.
No, they're not.
But
But how nice to make your own. And then you really just have,
You have enough.
And this
And
is
it's
the
good.
spoon size. Sorry, I kind of showed it.
That's right.
But like I say, it's usually about a cup and a half. And I have put it into the measuring spoon.
Here, lift that up one more time.
Okay. There we go.
See. So that's
Okay.
a big one.
Yeah, and I
like a
measured
serving.
it. When you measure, you know how peanut butter in that
Yeah, I know.
measuring
You
cup is so
lose-
hard to get out.
You
And
lose half a cup just by measuring.
that's why I just use the spoon. And this is just my favorite spoon for the mystery why.
I get it. No, we all like the pan, like everything. We just get into our.
I know. And this pan is probably 100 years old.
There's a meme about we all have our favorite burner, and
You know
it's like
what?
everyone.
And this is mine too. Is this yours?
It is the thing about this is that it's make sure it's on. This is like 10,000 BTUs, where the others are 5. So this one like cooks twice as intense.
Okay. So wait, is this, what is gas?
Yeah.
Okay. See, and it's all starting to melt together. And the consistency,
It's like a chocolate syrup,
yeah,
but a nice rich.
right. And that's why I found if you put too much butter, what'll happen is it'll get a little runnier.
I cheat.
Oh, there you go. Gonna taste test. See what you think.
I mean, that's good enough too. I could just eat that. We could just melt that.
I know, you really could. So here it is. All the chocolate chips are melted with a teeny bit of butter left, but we're pretty much right there. As you see, it didn't take very long at all to get this
Yeah.
all melted in a nice consistency.
But you stayed, and that I said that once, but you
Yeah.
kept stirring it. You can't.
If I go away, it's like for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because there's too much going on here.
Did you add vanilla? Was there?
Yeah.
Not
So
yet,
what you
okay.
do when it's cooking, you don't add the. I don't know what it is. You always take it off the heat. Okay. So now we're done with the heat. So now what I do, and again, I don't even know if the original Puppy Chow calls for vanilla. To tell you the truth.
1 teaspoon vanilla.
1 teaspoon. So again, I love vanilla, personal taste. So
Yeah.
I take, and again, this is my big spoon, and I'm just pouring in there. And
Yeah.
that's a lot of vanilla.
I mean, I like it. Here, I'll do
Sorry
it,
to let
sorry.
you do that. So now you have to stir it because the vanilla is just kind of on top. So you kind of just have to incorporate it, which
Yeah.
just takes a couple extra spins of that. But again, you can use less, you can use more. I really like vanilla taste
Yeah.
in it. So, okay, so now everything is melted, and what we're gonna do is come over here. There. And we're gonna, is this a good spot?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
we're
gonna
good.
pour this on top, and you're gonna try to get as much out as you can.
You want a spatula, or does that work?
This kind of works, it doesn't. As you see, it's all getting coated, and that's really what you want to do.
Yep.
Is get everything coated. So, I mean, there's a little left, but not really. And this spoon, now when you're stirring it, you don't want to stir it real harshly because you don't want to break up the cereal too
Right.
much. So you just kind of want to stir it and try to get from underneath. And again, so that's why I like this spoon. It doesn't, I know, my favorite spoon.
You got it.
Don't steal it, anybody. So you just kind of get it all incorporated in there. And stirring that around,
Yeah.
up from under. And obviously some of it's going to break, but, and then I'm going to show you a couple ways to put the powdered sugar on. I come up with a couple different ways now. So
Yeah.
breaking notes, breaking
Breaking
notes,
news.
breaking notes.
Heard it here
And
first.
the other thing that I've read, because you know how sometimes it gets very comfy?
Yes.
So the other thing they say, and they being the internet, is to put it on some parchment paper and let
Yep.
it cool. So you've heard that too.
I would. One of the other desserts we did on parchment, and so as
Okay.
you're saying that, I could easily see that.
Just to cool it a little bit. So here we have our parchment paper. So we'll move our this over. And then, and this is a new thing, I just started doing it. And I'm gonna make 2 plates of parchment paper because I'm gonna show you 2 ways to put the powdered sugar in.
Got it.
So there we go. So I'm just going to pour this out and on the paper. And spray in it real fast. And they said to let it sit like 5 to 10 minutes. So while that's sitting, we'll get the other step ready. But you really can get so much done on this. And that's why it's easier for me just to make...
In batcher, yeah.
Yeah, because could you imagine this filled with another...
Yeah, I mean,
load of
you could
cereal?
maybe do 2, but that would still be...
Yeah.
It'd be a lot.
Yeah, it's fast enough that you can do the batches one at a time and
Right.
just keep going like that.
Right.
So there we go. Just gonna kind of lay that out. Matt, thank you. And just kind of push that out, let that sit for a while. So now, there's 2 ways that you can get the powdered sugar on, and I've actually just started to try the second way.
Let's try it.
My problem again is I use a lot of powdered sugar. You don't need to use as much powdered sugar, but I do. We're all done with that.
And in worst case, it just sticks. Well, it stays at the bottom.
It stays at
so
the bottom.
like it can only. You're making sure you're coating everything.
Yes, we're
That's
making
basically,
sure we're
yeah.
coating everything. And so the recipe calls for, I think, 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. It's usually for me like a bag per batch. And a bag is 2 pounds.
That's all right.
So again, lots of powdered sugar. All right, at the end, people
To be safe.
use that. You don't want to not have enough. I don't know why the powdered sugar's not going down.
Oh, I meant more safe on opening because we don't want to explode.
Right. And I don't
Do you
know
go
why it's-
straight
You
across?
do whatever you want. You can cut it up if you want at that point.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
That's right.
We're just gonna come. See, and this is where the fun starts. Okay, so 2 ways to do it. Originally, what you do is you get paper bags. These are just regular paper bags from the grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
And I double it because I get nervous.
Yeah.
Because I actually had them break. And a trick from I've learned is if you bend it out this way, the crease, and then bend the crease out this way, it's easier to pour in because you're going to be pouring the cereal into here.
Got it.
So what I do first on this is I'm going to put a little bit of powdered sugar at the bottom so that it's just not sitting right on the bag. So we're going to have a little coating, and again I'm just pouring some in. What do you think I poured? Maybe like a cup at the bottom, a cup and a half.
To coat.
To coat the bottom, good way to put it. And the other way we're going to do it is, and again, this is the new way that I've tried. You take a big plastic container, and again, I'm going to coat in there. And then we're going to pour, see, we might even need the second bag of powdered sugar.
That's right.
But it's just sugar, it's not, and it does, it all falls to the bottom. So anything you don't want to eat, it'll fall to the bottom.
Yeah, it's just.
The heat.
I think this is good. We'll just move it for you too,
Okay.
so we don't just bag.
So we're going to get this bag ready just in case, just because it's easier to have it ready when you need it,
Yeah.
as opposed to not. So we're going to open this,
Open
and
it.
again, if we waste a bag of powdered sugar, it's not
Not the end of the world.
It's not the worst thing. And you can save it. You can save your powdered sugar
Right.
to use for something else. So there you go.
Should have. I think I have one open
Hell,
already.
We all have one open. Okay, so here we go. I don't know how long it's been.
Does it need to? Are you saying because it needs to dry a little bit?
Well, just to cool off a little bit. Think it's good? Should we try? Okay, he's gonna try. He's taking one for the team.
I mean,
The cold.
yeah.
Okay. All right, which way should we do first?
Whatever you.
Let's do the bag first.
trust you.
Okay, so with the parchment paper, we're going to pick this up. Oh, this is where we might need a little. I might need your assistance
Sure.
scraping down. So usually what I used to do is I would dump the bowl into here, which is, again, if you're making 2 batches at a time,
It's too much.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible. So we're just going to take this, and I kind of fold it up now,
Yeah, 'cause
like
you want
that,
a little.
and put that in there. Now I'm going to show you why you're going to think I'm crazy now. I'm putting about half of that in there. And then we're going to go in with a little more powdered sugar in the middle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then we're going to put the rest in there on top.
I just shook, but I don't know if I was supposed to shake.
You don't burn anything. You will not hurt anything. The only thing is your kitchen's going to look like a...
Yeah.
Which is why I double bat it. Okay, so I'm just scraping the remainder into there. Here we go. All right.
It looks like it's steaming, but that's all powdered
That's all.
sugar. It's really not smoking.
Okay, so now we're going to go in with a little more on top. And usually what I would do is I would go outside and on my porch. But you can do it in your house. What you want to do
Cover.
is really make sure that you're folding this in. And you see that powdered sugar all escaping. So you might have what a powdered sugar in your
Sweet
house.
remnants all around.
That's
Yeah.
right. So you're just going to do like this, and then you're going to shake. And you want it shaking to incorporate all the pieces. And then I do a little check, and you're going to see a big burst of
Yep. Powdered sugar.
smoke come out. There we go. And you kind of give it a look. So, can we show that? It still is brown. So we want to make it white. So we're going to put some more white onto there and then shake up again. And this is where my recipe is way different than what anyone else will do.
Because you see what they...
I know, a cup and a half. We've probably used 4 cups already, 5.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot. So again, you just want to shake it up again. You can see why I did this on my porch.
Yes.
Really how. Okay, so now take a look. You gotta whip the dish.
Yeah. There it is.
There it is. And now what you want to do, and see we just, you're going to have sugar all over. So now what you want to do is pour it into here. And then you'll see, there we go.
I mean...
Getting on all that goodness. And we have a couple balls, but not as much as you would.
Yeah.
Sometimes there just gets to be big clumps. You would have almost snowball size clumps in there. And it's better if you have this kind of consistency.
Yes.
So now we've done it that way. So now the other way you could do it is, this is just a big plastic container. And again, we're going to just dump this into here. So this is a little cooler now. So we'll see how the difference. And with this one, we're just going to dump this all in.
What do I hold?
Yeah, the paper maybe. And it's perfect.
Yeah, because time really is of the essence too, right? You want this a little warm.
Right, but not too hard where it's not going to stick on there.
Right.
So, and again, if someone wants to do 2 or 3 batches at once, go for it. I cannot.
Yeah.
It's just really...
I see what you're saying.
Okay, so now we have it in here. And then I'm going to pour more powdered sugar on top. Are we still in the same bag of powdered sugar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still on it.
Okay, so we're doing okay. And I'm obviously going to put the cover on it. And be careful, because even when you put these lids on,
If it's warm or
sometimes they
something.
like to pop off.
Yeah. You
And
gotta.
then you're really in trouble.
Yeah.
So now I just kind of shake it up. And again, this is a new way that I just started doing. And it's really a personal preference. And if you have a bed like that, a paper bag, excuse me, if we have a paper bag. But obviously it's a little cleaner.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna look. So as you can see, there's a bunch of powdered sugar there, but not really here.
But it's
getting there, but
good.
I'm gonna put a little bit more.
And well, that's okay. But it's also not too clumpy.
Right.
So I think we're still.
Yeah, and I think letting it sit for a few minutes really helps out a lot.
I believe that.
And that's a new trick. I didn't know that trick. And there's, like I said, there's so many variations of this. It just, all right. So okay, we're taking.
Yeah.
You honestly cannot mess this up. Okay, I'm seeing one. So now we're getting pretty much how we want it to be. And even, I won't add more powdered sugar, but we can bounce it a little bit more because see, it's still the difference. And I don't know in here if you get as much.
Spin?
Yes, thank you.
I don't know. I would think so. I mean, because it's so small, because they're tiny pieces, so it seems like it would naturally.
Coat it up.
Yeah.
So what do you think? A couple more shakes?
Sure.
Okay. So
I mean, really, it does seem good.
Of course, and it's not going to taste.
Yeah. Either way, it's good. Yeah.
It's not going to be bad. But yes, this is the downfall of making it. Is just other than that, there's really not okay. There we go. So now, see, there's still a powdered sugar. Maybe this got cooled off a little bit more. I don't know.
It had to have, because we did the second.
So maybe that's why. I mean, the powdered sugar is definitely on there, but I think more of it's kind of melted into the cereal. So we could continue to do this, or just put it all in here. So I'm going to put this one in here since this is a bigger one.
That's what I would.
And then you obviously can continue to shake this throughout when you're eating it and add more of whatever you want. You can always add more powdered sugar and then that's going to hurt anything.
Right.
So there we go.
Look at that.
A couple balls, a couple big balls, excuse me, but not too much. And it does usually have a little whiter.
Half on the stove, half on the.
I know, half in there. But there we go. And it's my cold proofed.
Yes. It was good. I keep eating it. You'll see all me
Children
eating it.
approved. They all love it. So there we go.
Well, and this is.
Puppy Chow.
And so this is something at our family that you make at basically every party.
Yes.
Right.
Because the kids love it.
We all love it.
Everyone's loved it. And there's nothing not to love. And it's not the worst. There's peanut butter. There's cereal.
Yeah.
There's
Rice cereal.
rice cereal. It's a little healthy. A little.
Well, we always eat it at the party, but then you make so many batches that we're all able to take some home, which I think is the best part of it because we usually get so full from eating all the food anyways when we're at the party. So it's nice to have
A little snack the next day.
a week long of
And
Puppy
this
Chow.
lasts forever. I mean, I don't know if without eating it, but it will last forever. And like I said, you can continue to put more powdered sugar on there to make it look like if I was reading this somewhere, I probably would put more powdered sugar.
Just to make it more.
And make it prettier.
Yeah.
You know, but you guys all know Puppy Chow. You know, you guys.
Yeah.
But if you were bringing it as a presentation, I'd probably put more powdered sugar on. But again, you're just adding more sugar to need more. There's plenty on her as well. So.
Did we, and then, yeah, I mean, you basically have, so this is what's left of
2 pounds.
of 2 pounds, but I mean, it's sweet enough. And like you said, it would just be mostly for presentation if you're gonna.
Right. If you
Put it
really
on.
wanted to make it pretty like that. And here we go. You can put it in here. Usually I'll put it in a bowl with a spoon and then put it in plastic bags for everyone to take home, just because it's easier that way.
Yeah.
Plastic bags.
Well, that's why I like this going into this because then you can just
Yes.
take it and then it's like
and you can continually shake it. And I don't know if you can see down below the layer of powdered sugar. There's a complete layer of powdered sugar there that as you would even shake it up, you could continue and still get that powdered sugar. So it's not really a matter of more powdered sugar, it's just the distributing. But I think, yeah.
I think it's good. You know what? And I don't.
See, and look at,
Yes, and that worked.
and that worked.
So just to give you a third idea, I wonder, because even as it was laid out, you could put some on.
Oh.
Because then it coats it evenly
That's
on the top,
right.
so then then it wouldn't clump,
Right.
and then you mix. See?
All right, next time I'm going to try this.
Good.
We're always learning. That's great. That's great. So, and that's the thing about recipes. You can always adjust them and learn.
Adapt and-
I mean, we're always learn. I think that'd be a great idea. Thank you.
I mean, since we make a mess anyways,
Right.
it'll probably, I think it'll, but really there's not that I'm complaining by any means, but that would be the one step where I could see if we coat it that way, then.
Right? Maybe a little less clumping. I love it.
There we go.
There we go. There's Puppy Chow.
All right.
Ba-da.